Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, where we educate, motivate, and liberate you through enlightening dialogues, empowering music, and evolving content. I know all is well, everyone is well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. And I say that because that's my intentions, and that's what I like to focus on, even if there's some unwellness there, and I don't know if that's a word, but anyways, I believe all is well. I know all is well and unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't seem like it at the time. But I'm excited yet again, and you know why. Those of you that listen and or watch me know why I'm excited. You can see the other side of my screen. I have another amazing guest today. Before I tell you his name, I'll just say he's a transformational coach. He's a coach, okay, is synonymous with words like transformation. Just listen to these key words: balance, mindset, transpersonal psychology, uh, psych, psycho, psychosis. No, what is it?
Psychosynthesis.
Psychosynthesis. I can't even read my own writing. Psychospiritual, self-awareness, and a whole lot more. Thank you, James. And I already told you his names. Without further ado, James Wise, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke.
Yes.
Today.
Yes, I am very thankful for you to be here. I want to say before we even get started that I am a firm believer that time is one of our most precious assets. And for you to choose to be here with me in the course, a little segment of your timeline of your life, I just very thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I am very humbled and honored to be here with you.
Yes. And just to let everyone in on a little bit of a joke, not really a joke, but just something that's apparent. We have a similar style. If you guys take a look, for those of you who are watching, and see handsome men, right? Extraordinary men, gentlemen, and scholars. We all think the same, We have some differences somewhere, but we know what works. And this works. And whoever says it doesn't, I'm not listening to you.
They say that bald is the new Mercedes.
Yes, and
right?
I would agree.
Bald is the new Mercedes.
I would agree. Because I embrace my baldness. Really had no choice other than to try to deal with the hair around the side and I don't know, but I just embrace it. So I said, you know what? Nature, you want to make me bald, so I'll take it all the way. I'll take you one step further.
That's right. And that's all genetics anyways. That's not who we truly are.
Exactly.
That's just a part of the avatar.
Yes.
Mercedes, with all of life, there's balance. And just like a Mercedes, you have class, right? You have style, you have power, luxury, and it will go the distance. So it has well balanced.
Yes, I'll say one more thing, and then we'll keep going and get off of the bald heads. But from what I can see, you were blessed with a very nice shaped head. So it takes that look very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's photoshopped.
Yeah, no, it looks
my
nice.
head's really wide, but I had the special lens that
Okay. Yeah, I need one of those because mine still looks wide on the lens. So I gotta talk to you after this, so find out what can make my head look a little bit smaller. Okay. All right, let's just get right into it, James. I want to know, give us a little bit of framework in regards to you being a coach. Like, how did that start out? What type of coaching do you focus on? And just how that unfolded, how that unveiled, and what led you to that, and what type of coaching you do now, and just kind of give us a little insight on that.
Well, I had a spiritual awakening right at 11 years ago. I'm from Georgia. I live here in Orlando, Florida now. And the short version of it is I had a spiritual awakening. I found the book The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. That led me into personal development, where I learned about law of attraction and mindset and manifestation and meditation and all that goes along with that. Uh, Throughout my walk, within my manifestations, as I asked for more guidance, more wisdom, another chain of events led me to Florida, where I found sacred plant medicines.
Mm.
Uh, Ayahuasca, primarily, is what I've worked with, and that was I mean, I've tried a few plant medicines, but pretty much ayahuasca is it.
Right.
So that led me into a deeper spiritual side, a deeper connection with my spirit, my soul,
Mm.
the personal development, because the human experience is made up of four parts. You have the spiritual expression, you have the physical expression, which is the avatar, right? You have the emotional expression and the cognitive expression, right? Our minds, the cognitive, is a tool that we use to problem solve and communicate. Our emotions are a language in which our environment speaks to us, and it's a way to gauge, what's going on in your life, if you're on the right path, and whatnot. Our body, again, is a living organism,
Mm.
right? So it needs certain foods, nutrition, sunlight, exercise, to fulfill that expression. And then you have the spiritual, which is that connection. Uh, and so, oh God, what was the question?
So yeah, you know what? And before we're going with the flow, but just
Okay.
to add to what just happened with you, that happens to me quite a bit. I'll be
Ah,
so engulfed in listening to myself that
yeah.
I lose my train of thought. I've done that on this show plenty of times, where I'm just into my dialogue. I'm into like the script. And even though it's not a script, but I'm into it. And then next thing you know, I hit a dead end and it's like, wait a minute, what was I even talking about?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my
I,
question still
I got it
is,
back.
oh, go ahead. Yeah,
All
no
right.
problem. Look.
So,
Yeah.
so life is about the human experience, and the human experience is more, it's a spiritual experience, right?
Right.
But it's also a human experience. And so we have to learn to integrate, all parts of us, all of our expressions, and 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 the things into our life that create a full, purpose-filled, happy, vibrant life,
Mm.
right? That's our soul's main purpose, is to feel fully alive, to thrive, and recreate more life, right? So, but our minds, which contain our ego, our RAS, a reticular activating system, right, is focused on the environment in which we grew up in.
Absolutely. Wow.
So, so it's imperative to work towards feeling, what feels good, what makes you feel alive, what are you good at, what are you naturally good at, what is your purpose?
Right. So that is how you basically connected with wanting to coach.
Yes, so I got way off topic.
No,
So
no, no. I enjoyed what you said. I enjoyed everything you said. You're schooling us, and I love listening to perspectives and waking up to, to different perspectives, and also hearing some words, key words that are familiar to me, as well, and just hearing, your perspective and what you've the information that you've gathered and learned and experienced. So no, no, there's like I mentioned prior, there's no right or wrong, there's no off, nothing. We're gonna get back to it.
everything just is as it is.
Yep, nothing was wasted. What you said,
That's
nothing
right.
was wasted at
Well, thank
all.
you. So anyways, when I first began, I served in the military, I got out of the military, went into construction, into electrical construction. So I've been a construction worker. I was a construction worker all of my life until I began to feel in a sense of calling, right?
Mhm.
A sense of something is missing in my life. And that's what led to the personal development. So anyways, I engulfed myself in the personal development side. A turn of events through the manifestation process got me to Florida, where I found ayahuasca, plant medicines, and get that deeper soul connection. Um, and so that's where I met my girlfriend.
Oh,
My
wow.
girlfriend is a hypnotherapist, a sociologist.
Wow.
She has several certifications, breath work, and we have created spiritual immersion retreats, which take personal development and plant medicine, and we mix them, and we've created a process through meditation, past life regression, yoga, breath work, psychosynthesis, and we've created a process to take you uh, to take you within,
Within,
to connect back with your
which
soul.
is the most important thing. Yes.
Which is the most important thing. That's
Yes.
when you strip away the identities, the labels, the programming, when you strip away the bones and flesh,
The
we're left with
attachments.
the spirit, we're just a spirit, right?
Right.
We are life that was created by life,
Right.
who is here to create more life, right? We're part of the ecosystem, just like the birds and the trees and the, air and the water and the flower. We're all life, and we're all connected. So through my different certifications in the path, building the retreat, um, I also got certified in psychosynthesis, which is a contemporary of Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud.
Carl
Uh,
Jung. I'm familiar.
it
Yes.
was
And let me pause you for a second. That's exactly what I was going to ask you right after you finished, what your train of thought. I was going to say, can you break down a little bit of this psychosynthesis? Yes. And you're already doing it.
yeah.
I'm
So
all ears. I'm just listening to you. I might not even say anything for the rest of the show. I'm listening to you.
psychosynthesis. So psychosynthesis is uh, like I said, it's a contemporary of Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. It was developed by an Italian psychiatrist, Roberto Assagioli,
Okay.
where he looks at all parts of the human being, right? The human side, the human psyche, and the emotion, as well as our higher selves, our connection to the spiritual, right?
Mm,
Our connection to our body. Even your body speaks through your emotions, right? The amount of sleep you get, the things you put into your body, even those speak through your emotions.
right.
So Roberto Assagioli created psychosynthesis, which is a way of integrating all of the parts of us, right? All of the voices that make up the ego, and into our lives, so that we can become the highest and best versions of ourselves.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
so the psychosynthesis is the one-on-one coaching,
Hmm.
right? So out of the spiritual retreats, um, came the coaching side of my business.
Wow. Wow. And speaking of your spiritual retreats, if I can elaborate on those a bit, what made you want to put spiritual retreats together, and whereabout do you have them, and how can people find out about those?
Okay, so our website is www.paranamaretreats.com.
Okay.
We're
Pear
here
Mama,
on
Pear.
Tarin.
Oh, pear as the other pair, as in two.
Yeah, so Paranama is Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, for transformation,
Oh,
right?
okay. Now,
And
how do you pronounce that word again? Pear what?
Paranama.
Oh, Paranama. I thought you said pear mama.
Yeah. No. Paranama. I
Paranama.
told you, I don't know if I've got allergies or what's going on. So
Oh, no. No,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
at
We got
100%
it.
done.
We have it clear. I just wanted to make sure our listeners and our viewers understood so they can click on your website, in which we will also have the actual link in the description of this segment as well. But paranama.com,
Yes, paranamaspiritualretreats.com.
paranamaspiritualretreats.com. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Where do you
So
go ahead? Yeah.
so we host retreats. We have one a month here in Orlando. And then every, 3 to 4 months, we'll do a special retreat. The minimum retreats are 3 days, and we have one coming up in May, end of May, 1st of June in Asheville. That's 5 days. Basically, we take you as you are. Usually people are looking, for purpose in life, for relief from the pain or the trauma, the past generational traumas or whatever
Right.
is how they find us. So when you come in, we start with some yoga and meditation, some breath work, and a lot of journaling.
Mm,
Uh, that takes us into the next day where we do some more journaling, some more meditations, and some integration, and then into an ayahuasca ceremony. So we bring you in and we get you connected with your soul, connected with the tribe. We create a very safe and vulnerable space for you to relax in and settle down in and focus on what it is that you want out of life, right? Not just out of this retreat, not just out of this week, but what do you want out of life?
right.
And then through our integrators and facilitators, we get you prepared for the ayahuasca ceremony. We go into the ayahuasca ceremony, uh, and the ayahuasca, again, all of life is connected, and all of
Right.
life has a spirit, right?
Right.
So when you take a sacred plant medicine like ayahuasca, and you have a medicine man prepare it properly, and you ingest it, and you place your intentions into your cup, then the spirit of the ayahuasca comes alive in your body. Now, I don't know how else to explain it.
Right.
You really can't explain it. There really are no words. But when
Yes.
you drink
You have to
ayahuasca,
experience it.
you have to experience it.
Yeah.
The spirit of the medicine comes alive, and it connects with the spirit of your soul. And it
Mm,
takes you on a deep journey behind the veil, in your past lives, in your trauma, and whatever it is that you need at the time, wherever you're at in your life. And
wow.
it reconnects your soul back to where it came from, which is life.
Wow.
And so anyways, we have two ayahuasca ceremonies, 2 days in a row. And then when you come back out, then we teach you again about the human psyche, about your triggers, your emotions, about how the RAS. So everyone has a RAS. It's a part of your brain. It's the reticular activating system.
Reticular
Right?
activating system.
And you've heard what you focus on is what you're going to see. What you focus on is what you're going to create, right? So
Right.
your RAS is your focus, right? So we teach you all about your RAS and your trauma and all of your expressions and all about the human experience. And then we send you home with a support system to make significant change in your life. Our purpose at Paranama is to aid and support you in transforming into the best and highest version of yourself.
Yourself. Wow.
And part of that is learning how to feel instead of think, right? How to
Mm,
feel into the decision instead of, think about the decision. Now, there are things that we have to think about. You know, we have jobs, we've got to make money, we have, relationships and we interact with the world,
right.
but it doesn't define who we are, right? Have you ever noticed, Luke? when you go out in nature, whether you're at the ocean or in the mountains or just out in the yard or whatever, it just feels so good.
Absolutely. Oh,
We're
yes.
so we're so we're so attached to the identities and the programming and what we've been focusing on, right? The stories that have been playing in our minds
Right.
over and over and over,
Yes.
that we've forgotten who we are. So when you're out in nature, it feels good because your soul remembers who it is, right? That's why it feels so grounding and peaceful, and it feels so beautiful because that's who you truly are. And when you go back to who you truly are and you reconnect with that, right? And then you realize that there's nowhere to go. Life is just evolution. Whether you're a flower or a tree or a human or an animal, life is just evolution. So there's just the human experience in the present moment. And
Mm,
and you want to create from there, from what feels good, what makes you feel alive.
right.
And and that's what we do at Paranama. We work on the deep traumas, the abuse. You know, with the work that I'm in, they say that you know everything is a reflection, right? Your outer world is a reflection of what's going on inside.
Right.
The person that you're conversing with is a reflection of yourself, right? When you get triggered, there's something that person said or the way they acted that makes you reflect on a part of you that you're ashamed of or you're embarrassed about or there's pain there. And
Or
that's
yes, something that's unhealed. Yes. Yes.
uh
Excuse me.
the
Yeah.
more that I'm in this healing space, Luke,
Right.
it just becomes like we are all connected. We are all a reflection of each other. We are one big happy family. Now we have
Right.
our own individual tribes.
Right. Right.
We're one big happy family. So
Yes.
me and my girlfriend, we host these spiritual immersion retreats. We both do coaching one-on-one. Me and her travel a lot. We've been to India, we've been to
Oh, wow.
Peru, to work with medicines on yoga retreats. Uh, and we're just trying to do our work and 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 mm, and be as authentic as we can be. The more authentic that we learn how to become, the more we begin to love ourselves for who we are. The more
Yes.
authentic we become, uh, the more those that don't belong in your life will fade away, and those that do belong, will show up. The more authentic we become, the brighter our light shines, right? Uh, and so forth and so on. And that true authenticity starts with who you truly are, right? There are no two butterflies with the same exact pattern, but we are all but each butterfly is beautiful in its own unique expression.
Expression.
And that's what we are working towards is to become that authentic expression uh, within the confines of being human, right? We still have jobs, we still have to be parents, we still have, hats to wear and masks to put on.
Right.
But don't wear a mask because you're ashamed or afraid or you're scared of being what's behind that mask. Wear the mask because that's what you have to put on
Yes.
for
To
the
play
purpose.
certain roles.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes. Yes. See, you see me smiling a lot. First of all, I love to smile, but second of all, when I'm listening to someone speak and what they're saying is resonating with who I am and resonating with my soul, it just makes me smile. It just the things that you were saying, just key things that you were saying, just in my perspective, it's just nugget after nugget after nugget, and just things that are said, that I've heard some before, some not in the way that you're expressing it, but it just sound, yeah, just I resonated with everything that you said. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not, well, because it's not a negative thing to not resonate with everything someone says. That's okay. So I'm clarifying that, because there's people that I follow, or that I read books, that every single thing I might not understand, or it might not resonate with me. But it doesn't mean I'm going to write off that person as a mentor, or as a teacher, or as whatever. And but you just said a lot of things, especially the highlight of how we will attract and dissipate experiences in certain people that are meant to be in your frequency, meant to be in your life, and those other ones will. It doesn't have to be an abrupt get out of my life. No, they will. They
No.
will, because of the frequency you're on. It will disappear. You know.
That's right. And the way to manifest is you become what
Right.
you want to create. You
Right.
become what you want more of.
Right.
There is no right or wrong.
Right.
There's no beginning or end. There is just the present moment.
Mhm.
Even with even to learn how to enjoy the human experience, there's, again, the world is a reflection. So there's always work to be done
Right.
inside. There's always growth. This path,
Always.
this path has bumps and potholes and detours and hills. So it's not about getting out here and we're home free. It's about managing what is, right?
What
The human experience is about integrating the parts of your life. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. So you begin to manifest or measure a better version of reality around you.
Right.
It's about
Wow.
it's about
Perfect.
balance. It's about
Perfectly
working
orchestrated the
play.
way that you said that. The perfect. And excuse me for interrupting, but I like the way you said that. Better version of you to create better versions of the experiences, that you manifest, that you attract, that happen in your experience. It's from within, as within, so without. Yes. Amazing.
Well, the law of attraction works off of emotions. Every thought has an emotion,
Right.
right? Every thought has an emotion, and everything is energy. Your
Right.
emotion operates on a vibrational frequency. So if
Right.
your thoughts, right, if your thoughts are focused on, if your thoughts are focused on the negative, the my luck is always bad, nothing goes right, I can't leave this job. If your thoughts are focused on that, then your emotions are going to correspond, and through your emotions, you're going to create more reality that are on the same frequency as
Right.
those emotions. When you begin to follow what feels good, what excites you, you know what I mean? When you learn how to feel and stop thinking, then
Right.
as you follow that path, you feel better and better. Your frequency, your vibration raises, and then you begin to attract a new reality.
Right. No, I can
Uh,
attest.
and
I
it,
can attest to that.
Yeah, so it's a never-ending process. We go through it. We have our great days, and then we have our days of growth.
Right.
Uh,
Right. There. Yeah,
and there's
I
no
like
bad
that.
day, right?
Right.
It's not, it's raining outside. It doesn't make it good. It doesn't make it bad until we conceptualize it, until we focus on what kind of a day it is. And then once you
Right.
declare that it's a crappy day because it's raining, then you're going to see a crappy day.
That's the kind of day is going to be. Wow. Amazing. And thank you for sharing with us and giving
Mhm.
us your amazing insight. Before we conclude, how can people find you in regard to your coaching, for one, and you already shared how to find you for the interest in regard to the retreat, but is it that the same website to find you in regard to if anyone wants to seek your coaching services?
You can go to paranormalretreats.com. Look at my bio. You can contact me for coaching services there. Or
Right.
you can go to jwisecoaching.com.
J Wise. Now, is that just the letter J?
Yep, just the letter J,
W
WISE,
.com.
coaching. J
Coaching.
Y coaching.
jwisecoaching.com, everyone.
We
And
work on
I'll,
everything from designing your life to getting in there and finding that trauma,
yes,
with that,
eradicating that trauma,
the childhood issues.
past
Um,
life regret. I mean, you just said so many key things that just set off bells and whistles in my head, you know?
Brother, we're a mess, man.
Yeah,
There's so many people that need so much help. There aren't near enough healers. When I say
right,
healers, I'm talking about coaches and
right,
hypnotherapists.
right,
There are not many people in the healing space.
right,
Everyone cares, everyone wants to love and heal, but they're so attached
right,
to that prison of I can't be sensitive. The men's common denominator is I can't be sensitive. I can't cry. A real men don't cry. You got to be tough. Women's common denominator is I'm an object. I'm always stared at as an object. I'm always looked at as an object. Right? It's not truth. It's this generational crap, man, that we've got to clear up and begin to learn that we are capable of anything, right? If the mind can dream it within the parameters of the human body, right? As long as it doesn't interfere with the other universal laws, if the mind can dream it, you can create it through the universal laws, the laws of cause and effect, law of attraction, the law of compensation. You reap what you sow, right? These things are they speak volumes if you really put belief in them and begin to focus on the positive. Gratitude, helping others. The world's in pain, brother.
wow, amazing. And yes, we will conclude it right there on that note. And there's just so much more we can continue to talk about, which leads me to believe that you will be back for part 2 or 3 or 4 if possible. So amazing. Thank you again, James Wise. And everybody, yeah, go to the jwise.com, jwisecoaching.com, and the other website one more time.
Paranormalretreats.com.
Yes, yes. Thank you everyone for watching and or listening. Please hit that like, that subscribe button, share, leave comments, questions, concerns, critique. I'm
Blank check, sign
yeah,
check. We'll take it
yes, I'm
all.
open for critique, all that. Yeah, I nothing's negative to me. It's all, hey, amazing. And yeah, be sure to check out the Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved website as well, which is 333empower.com. And
Yeah.
if you think you would be an amazing guest for this podcast, you can shoot an email over to 333empower@gmail.com. Thank you
Luke,
very much. See you soon.
Luke, thank you for having me, buddy. I really appreciate it. I hope to be back again, sometime when I'm feeling 100%. And you're
Absolutely.
a very bright light, man. Your energy is just amazing.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you so
And
much.
the feeling is mutual. I enjoy, I feel like that I've known you for a long time. And just listening to you, it sounds very soothing and very comfortable and very just encouraging and very enlightening and empowering. Just thank you very much for adding more value to this podcast. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Luke.
See
Thank
you
you
soon,
again.
everyone.